Two things. Number one, this video was written and recorded before Steven Universe Future episode 11 and 12 have come out. So anything I say in this video may have changed after I watch those, but I haven't watched those, so you get this video. Second thing, I'm done with my cartoon pilot. I have the script written and I'm moving on to storyboarding. Stay tuned for more news on that. A year ago, I uploaded a video about how Steven Universe finally came to an end. When I made that video, I was under the assumption that Change Your Mind was going to be the last episode in the series, and the movie was going to be the last piece of Steven Universe that we got. I guess I was wrong, because now we have Steven Universe Future. If you haven't been keeping up, Steven Universe Future is an extra season made to tie up loose ends that the first 5 seasons and the movie left. When the intro to the show was originally released, I was like, oh cool, more Steven Universe. I like this show, I might as well watch this. And then I watched it, and well, when I said Steven Universe was over a year ago, I now know that I truly meant it. Steven Universe Future is not a continuation of Steven Universe. This is, for all intents and purposes, a spin-off. It exists as its own thing, like the movie, separate from the original series. Already, this kinda doesn't work out though, since to understand what's happening in this new series, you had to see the original series and the movie. The movie kinda had that problem too, where you had to watch the original series to know all the characters, and understand things like fusion and whatnot. For someone who's seen the show, the movie was good. That's all I have to say on that. This new series though, oh boy. I do not like this. I still stand by my thought that the series should have ended after Change Your Mind. Like I said, the movie was nice, but honestly I don't think it was necessary at all. But I honestly can say that I don't think Steven Universe Future should exist. I'm finding it hard to put my thoughts into something other than a numbered list, so that's what I'm going to do. Reason 1! They're not answering any old questions! The original series ended off with a good chunk of unsolved mysteries. Stuff like who made the diamonds, what's in this chest in Lion's Mane, and what the fuck happened to Siberia. In the first 10 episodes of the new series, they answered a total of 0 questions. Instead, they were able to introduce new questions. The main one being, what is this pink power that Steven has now? Why would you make a final season to a show where the whole point is to solve the final mysteries of past seasons and immediately start by introducing new mysteries? If you don't start wrapping stuff up now, the Roundtable is still just gonna keep making a new video every day, even though there's nothing new to talk about. I just want the Roundtable to die already. Reason 2! The characters are all different and less enjoyable now. Steven is an asshole. He's a manipulative, micromanaging, workaholic control freak. You know how Steven was kind of annoying in the original show, like Kid Steven? He's a kid, he couldn't help that he was annoying. Now we're dealing with annoying teenage Steven. Annoying teenagers are the worst human beings to exist. Believe me, I run a Discord server. In the first or second episode of the new series, Steven announced that he was a vegetarian, and I was all like, oh shit, here we go, we all know what kind of person he's turning into. In the 9th episode, Little Graduation is the best example of how Steven has changed for the worse. I swear Steven is more unlikable in this episode than he ever was in the original show and the movie. If you've seen this episode, you know what I mean. If you haven't, basically he imprisons all his old friends because he can't accept that sometimes people change. This makes no fucking sense because that's the entire point of the whole fucking show, and this jackass can't even learn the lessons he's trying to teach. Also, other characters exist. Lapis is bossy. Pearl still can't accept that Pink Diamond was kind of a bitch. Amethyst is barely in the new episodes. Garnet is boring now. Well, more boring than she was before. And all the townies are still the least interesting characters. And Onion. Onion is worse than ever. Reason 3. Forced moral lessons. I hate when shows do this. It feels so condescending. Kids shows are alright, like teaching kids to share and be nice and all that sappy stuff. Steven Universe Future is clearly targeted to an older audience, which seems to be just under my age. And when you're that old, you really hate being taught moral lessons. Here, let me give you a rundown of all the lessons from the first 10 episodes, in 10 words or less. Speedrun time! Some people will hate you for no reason. Accept it. Communism is bad and hurts everyone involved. Reminiscing about dead people is unhealthy and creepy. Some people are born bad and eventually turn good. Some people will hate you for no reason. Accept it. Don't overwork yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Some people are born bad and never turn good. People change. Get over it. Don't be afraid to voice your problems. There you go. I just saved you the time of watching through 10 episodes of this garbage. For an older audience, a show like this should really make you think for yourself, not tell you how to think. The original series even made me think for myself, and it never tried to spoon-feed me morals. That show was deep and thought-provoking, and this show feels like it's more for 18-year-old homeschooled kids who have never had a social experience in their lives. Reason 4! The release schedule is still made by morons! Fuck the release schedule. Fuck this I'm gonna release 10 episodes because why not? Fuck waiting 2 months between episodes. I just want to go back to getting one episode, having an entire week to let it sink in and talk about it online, and then getting a new episode a week later, and repeat that for 5 or 6 months. Is that too much to ask? I'm not complaining about how long hiatuses are. Hiatuses between seasons can be 6 months for all I care. Miraculous Ladybug has been on hiatus since the beginning of December and it isn't coming back until fall. And sure, I miss it, but getting new episodes every week sure made it a lot nicer. Having a 2-month hiatus, getting 10 episodes in 1 week followed by another 2-month hiatus is just fucking annoying more than anything. Reason 5! I just want the Roundtable to shut the fuck up already. Seriously guys, you fuckers have made a new video about Steven Universe every single goddamn day. I mentioned this in my Bioshock Infinite stream. If you haven't watched the highlight video, you should. I wasn't even joking when I said the Roundtable is trash. Imagine fishing for views as hard as this channel does. They released 37 videos about this fucking show since the last episode of the show was released. I thought it was sad when I was uploading Crystal Sins like 3 or 4 times a month, but these effortless clickbait fucking scum trash that comes out every single goddamn day just makes me sick. This is just a worse version of BuzzFeed about cartoons. I'm not the only one who thinks this either. I'm not talking out of my ass. I've got some testimonials from other people who think the same thing.
Man, oh man, in a tin can, I'm not a very big fan of the Roundtable. The moment I realized that I was wasting my time watching the Roundtable was that episode came out where Lars died and then Steven goes back home through that portal and he sees Lion. It was so incredibly obvious that the lion was a lion Rose had that died and then she brought it back to life. And the Roundtable made like a theory video on it, and as soon as I saw that in my subscription, I was like, holy shit. Like, these guys are so thirsty for views that they will make a video on anything. Like, Steven could, like, drink a soda, and then they'd make a video that would be like, oh, Steven, is he diabetic? He's drinking soda or something. Like, they would just make a video on anything. They're so, like, hungry for views. And that's the thing that annoys me about, like, a lot of these cartoon theory videos on YouTube is that they'll just, like, take incredibly obvious things in these shows and just make a video analyzing it. We're smart enough to understand this incredibly obvious shit. Another thing I don't like about Roundtable is that they have these, like, really good artists, or maybe it's just one person, I don't know. They have these artists make these, like, fake leaked, like, images of Steven getting corrupted or something for their thumbnails. Like, they're very good art, but it's clearly clickbait because, like, it's supposed to be like, oh, there's a leaked image or something for a new episode, and then it's just fake. It's just fake. It's just Ostrich Vox talking about some shit again, and it's like, oh my god, he just never stops.
The Roundtable is probably one of the worst, laziest, and all-around boring cartoon channels on YouTube. Well, them and Velskibum, but we're not talking about Velskibum right now. All the Roundtable does is make the same 30 videos on the same fucking thing, whether it be Steven Universe, Rick and Morty, Steven Universe, oh, and did I mention Steven Universe? All this channel does is milk the same thing, constantly saying the same shit and making dumbass theories that sound like it came from a 5th grader on hard drugs. And yeah, every now and then you'll see a video on, oh, I don't know, Gravity Falls, maybe something similar, even though that show ended 3 fucking years ago, I think. These guys talk about the same 3 or 4 cartoons every single video, and never have anything new to say. They're still talking about the Steven Universe movie. It was 6 fucking months ago, half a year ago. Let it go, there's nothing new to talk about. They bait people into watching the same shit by making dumbass theories from promos and leaked images and labeling them as reveals or the truth of cartoons. It's some of the laziest content I think I've ever seen from the cartoon community.
That's basically what this video boils down to. Steven Universe Future isn't so bad that I don't recommend it to fans of the original show. However, I do want it to be over so I can stop seeing this clickbait garbage in my recommended feed. But I'm sure that the series ending wouldn't be enough for the Roundtable to stop making videos about the show, since Adventure Time has been over more than 2 years ago, and the Roundtable just made a video about it like 2 weeks ago. However, I think I have a different way of approaching this. Kevin Awestruck Vox Williams, I'm challenging you to a fight. I want to do a charity boxing match. 12 3-minute rounds with 1-minute rest in between. This is not a joke, I am actually asking you for a man-to-man fight. I'll even let you pick the charity. I want this to be a battle of honor. All I want for you to do is get in the ring with me for a proper fight to prove to me that you're willing to fight for what you're doing on your channel. If you decline or try to talk your way out of this, to me that means you've admitted that you have no pride in the videos you make on this website. And that it is exactly what I called it. Trash. So, Kevin, get in contact with me. My DMs on Twitter are open. You can add me on Discord. You can send me an email. Let's set this match up. I'm gonna be at MomoCon this year if you want to discuss it face-to-face, off the record. We don't have to fight at MomoCon, but if you want to discuss it, we can. I will be there. Again, I am not joking about this. I don't care if you win or lose. I just want you to prove that you're willing to fight for your own honor. Now this is to everyone who has watched this far into the video. I want you to make sure Kevin sees this. I want it to be impossible for him to ignore this challenge. Share this video around, use the hashtag VoxBox2020. Help me make it clear that I'm serious about this match. We're doing it for charity and for honor.